right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast here for Monday, Martin Luther King Day.
I just want to do God's will, and He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
All right. There you go, baby. Yeah, boy, that guy could speak, huh? Amazing. Amazing. I just hope every single day we're walking one step closer to his dream and the reality of color and race not mattering one little bit.
It's the opposite thing people say about me. Boy, that guy speaks really great.
Yeah. We all got our thing.
Yeah, don't compare yourself to MLK.
That's right.
Because you'll never, ever measure up.
That's it. He was in a league all of his own.
He really was.
Yeah. Well, tonight, big night. The national championship is going to be going down. And I know Coach Cristobal had a little pep rally on the campus on Friday to get all the student body fired up for tonight's game at Hard Rock Stadium.
You hear me? Just bring it! Bring your best energy, right? Bring that passion, bring that noise, and let's show the entire country what it is to be a Miami Hurricane. God bless you. Go Canes.
Okay, there you go. I got to tell you, those Canes fans are in full force. Saw them on Saturday out there at the Miami Beach Convention Center. Fun little day as they had all those cool little things going on. They brought out both teams. They did their interviews and everything there, and then kind of whisked them away to go do their other things.
Look at you. You're in the heart of the action.
Heart of the action, Virginia.
I love it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. If you love college football, that was the only place to be. And amazing, too, just a free event. Just walked right in. And, we live in that world. My son and I do, my youngest son. And, so we saw so many faces we knew, whether it be media people. And the TikTokers, there was at least 3 photos he took with TikTokers. And they were back in the media section. He's like, oh, yeah. And he was showing me some of the videos. I was like, it's a whole new world.
Yes.
And
to get a press badge, it's not about your credentials from your network or paper that you work for anymore. Now it's about how many followers do you have on TikTok? Oh, okay. You're credentialed.
Yeah. And I saw the TikToker had a handler.
Wow.
Like, it's crazy, man. These people, that's just a handler. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, a handler? I saw somebody walking around at the South Florida Fair with a bodyguard. I was like, ooh, that's sexy.
Who might that have been?
The new mayor. The
new mayor of?
The Honorable Mayor Baxter.
Okay.
West Palm.
You sound
Is that right?
You sound like somebody who has no confidence with what you're saying.
City
might be county
mayor.
Okay.
There you go. That sounds right.
Yeah, county mayor.
She had a bodyguard, and I was like, "Oh, that's tough."
Yeah, it's tough or it's sad. Honestly, it's probably more sad because, unfortunately, the political violence that's been going on today, where probably 10 years ago, the county mayor of Palm Beach didn't have to ever think about having any kind of security.
I've had a bodyguard once in my life. Once. You set it up for me.
Oh, that's right. I did set it up for you.
I wasn't allowed to leave without the police officer.
That's right. We had a real cop on you, like a detail.
I wasn't able to even go up to family and friends, really, because... he was walking with me.
It's kind of cool. Who wants to hang out with your family? You see them enough.
Well,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hang out. I'm too with this bodyguard.
I couldn't see my family because half of them are dead.
Yeah, so that was interesting to go on. And I saw there's a guy named Kirk Herbstreit. In fact, if you watch the Miami Hurricane Indiana Hoosier game tonight, he'll be the guy that is calling the game. And one thing that he does, he takes a dog with him everywhere. He's got these golden retrievers, and he's on his second one now. The previous one was always with him, passed away. Now he's got a dog, Peter. But I noticed that guy has got not only a handler, but he's got a handler for his dog. So when he's talking to people and he don't want to deal with Peter the dog, he just hands it off to somebody else, and that's their whole thing is to, I guess, care for his dog.
I love it.
I'm like, man, like these handlers are great.
I mean, Kirk Herbstreit is pretty famous. Like, I'd be surprised if he didn't have multiple handlers handling multiple different facets.
Yeah, in that world.
Yeah.
In that world. And I'm sure that they probably have to have their own level of security because people are just crazy everywhere.
Well, I'm excited you got a picture with him. That's cool.
did, yeah.
And that's just, I mean, you're just talking about the parking lot at the racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
There's crazy people everywhere.
There are.
Yeah. Some more than others. You kind of know what you're getting there. The other things over the weekend, too, crushing defeats for the Buffalo Bills and for the Chicago Bears, both losing by 3.
It's weird that your spouse and my spouse are both super sad today that their team is out of it.
Yeah.
To lose by 3, very painful.
It is, yeah. I know.
Overtime.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think your husband's way in it a lot more than my wife is. My wife is more of a passive fan. She is from the Chicagoland area. But, yeah, your husband last night just looked like a broken man. And,
Well, most of Saturday before the game, he had spent building a shrine in his closet to the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen.
Okay.
There's backlighting, there's candles, there's figurines, there's posters, there's memorabilia, there's some kind of a ring from some kind of championship.
He was in it.
He was in it, and this game was everything. And it's just sad to lose it that way, you know?
Now, do I have consent to ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, let's say, all right, we obviously know the Bills lost. What if you, after the loss, really put it on them and try to be sexy and go, hey, babe?
Saturday night was not the night. He did not want to be spoken to. I told you he left the house.
So
he went for 2 separate walks.
Even if you put on your best, sexiest moves ever, you don't think you could have seduced your man?
I know my man. He was not in the mood Saturday night. Now, last night, Sunday night, I laid it on him. I tried to love away those Buffalo tears.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it did help.
Okay.
It absolutely helped his mood. It helped him shake the funk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in a funk. You saw him, Kevin. You saw him last night. He was just staring off in the distance. It's like, I don't know. I mean, this was a fancy food event with great food and great vibes. And he was so sad he couldn't enjoy it.
But so even in your best seducing moment on that Saturday, nothing would have happened.
No.
He was just so broken. Wow.
There was no amount of sexy dancing I could do, and it is very sexy, that would have taken him out of his funk.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I get it. I was talking to him about it because, like, I've been there. I have a college team that I grew up rooting for and was very much the same way. And last couple of years, I've really tried to readjust just how into it I am and also coming to grips with a loss for these teams. You really don't have any skin in the game. I'm not out there doing the workouts. I'm not putting in the preparation for it. I don't even travel to the games.
It's not my fault.
Right, exactly. I have nothing to do with this. And, you know, to be into something to the point where it then makes me sad for days and I can't refocus. I was that way. I'm like, I've got to start trying to wean myself out of it. And look, yeah, I'm disappointed, but I feel like I'm in a better place. But I've had to make some adjustments on just how much I pour myself into this sport and how much I care and also the way that I position it. And I would be the same way. For days, I'd be bummed. I'm like, that's silly.
Here's the difference. At least your team has won titles. The Bills have been fucked forever.
I know.
So you've got titles to at least go to bed at night and, you know.
Sure.
And they were so hopeful. You know, Josh Allen is the best thing that's happened to the Bills in many, many years.
Yep.
And the hope is just high that they would get to that Super Bowl and finally get that ring because of Josh Allen. And
I thought they were going to do it.
Panda loves Coach McDermott. Like, he's reeling right now.
Yeah, they fired the head coach. They've gotten rid of their general manager, which usually in the NFL, that signifies like a rebuild. And
Is the general manager gone?
I think that's what Panda was saying.
Oh.
That,
he wanted the GM gone, but I think instead they got rid of the coach.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, maybe they didn't get rid of the GM.
They got rid of the wrong guy.
Okay.
Panda wanted them to get rid of the GM.
Huh.
If a man can't get a boner after a loss, that's one hell of a loss.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
I wouldn't have even tried.
I feel like that should be a fucking in a quote book.
Whose quote book?
Ted Kaczynski's.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Could you imagine if the Dolphins hired Sean McDermott and then won a Super Bowl with him before the Bills?
Look, he's a great coach. He's going to do great things wherever he goes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's got the right temperament. When you hear him and how he speaks to the players, like, they all love him.
Right.
That's probably why Josh was crying, because he knew somebody's job was on the line.
Yeah, no, I get him. He got all kinds of skin in the game.
Who's got the best athletic cry of all time? There's some good ones out there. You got Brett Favre. You got Brett Favre, who had a pretty good crying press conference.
Yeah.
You got Mike Schmidt that had a good one. There's some where they came and finished their speech.
Yeah.
There's real rankings of what is the most emotional.
Really? Yeah.
Breakdown. I mean, look, that's been your livelihood for so long.
I do get that.
Since you were a child.
Yeah, I don't fault Josh Allen. I think he just showed his heart and his passion for it. And I get it when you want something that bad, but he gets paid to care to that level, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I cried to my high school coach to like a little bitch, and I wasn't getting paid shit. And I said, I'm so sorry I let you down. Yeah. It's senior year, bro. Wellington beat us. It was rough.
Damn.
That's
You let
right.
Wellington come in your house like that?
Fucking Wolverines.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was talking to Panda. I said, look, I know it's easier said than done. I said, but it's taken me a few years, and I've kind of gotten to the point. Because Ohio State, this year, they won the national championship last year, and they thought they were going to do it this year. Probably had the best roster of players, and they should have. And then they lost their last two, really the only two meaningful games they played. But I was like, I rebounded pretty quick. I'm
You
like,
did.
all right,
You did not wallow in sadness this year.
I'm like, oh, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We
Life
tried
goes
to
on.
give you a hard time about it, and you were just like, it is what it is.
It's
like, wow, this is evolved sports Kev.
Yeah, that's why I told Panda, I'm like, he may not. Look, some people probably like the misery. They like being all in for their community and their team, and they want the pain as well as the joy. I guess I'm the pussy. I just said, nah. I said, it ain't worth it.
If this was a movie, it'd fast forward 1 hour later. It shows Kevin weeping on his bed. Why did they lose?
Oh, you okay? You got a chunk? Are you still drinking those energy drinks, or is that a coffee? Because normally your coffee is in a clear cup, but now you've gone back to the aluminum tumbler.
You can't ask me 100 questions while I'm choking to death.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the guy's not on the fucking stand. I want to say objection, Your Honor, because you're badgering the witness.
I'm stalling for you, but I'm kind of asking you more questions.
Dude, I'm the same.
You're stalling for me as you're asking me to step it up.
Kevin, I don't know how to handle that either. Sometimes someone will ask me 7 questions in a row within 10 seconds, and my brain goes,
Question 1.
What?
No, I stopped doing the energy drink stuff that I used to do. Forever. 1, it was just money. I don't know if it was doing anything. And then 2, what I do now is water. I'm trying to drink more water.
Oh, okay.
And I also have kind of changed it where I get up and I drink my coffee first thing in the morning. So I'm like, that makes a little bit more sense than bringing it in here. You get that, jump right when you get up.
That's how I do it too. I have a whole entire espresso at home. I chug it. I rinse the coffee off my teeth because I don't want that coffee to sit on my teeth.
Yep.
And then, boom, the rest of the day it's water.
I like doing donut sticks with coffee, but hold the coffee.
Yeah, I was. I'm a new convert to coffee, so I've only been drinking it probably for like 3-4 months.
All right, we have to add this to one of Kev's eras. This is Kevin's coffee era.
In his coffee era.
Yeah.
The energy drink era, that's over.
It is, yeah. It
Goodbye.
is. Well, that was kind of lingering on from the old workout days and had all that. I'm like, you know what? You don't work out. You don't deserve to drink this.
There's one era I miss the most from the Kevin Ralston.
Hot dog neck.
Hot dog neck Ralston was just, I mean, it was always...
Yeah.
I like hot dog neck era, but I really loved disco shirt era.
See, I came in at the tail end of that. You had more of, because Kevin would come in like he was going to a fucking Miami club.
Because he was.
Yeah.
Party Kev was tearing it up.
It's so crazy how much this show has changed since my first day to today.
He's an evolving man.
Just how everything, it's so funny.
Yeah, in fact, a friend I hadn't heard from in a long time sent me a photo on Friday. And I was like, oh my gosh. And my daughter, Caitlin, I sent this to her and she's like, what was going on with your hair? I'm like, that was when I was coming out of my two-tone disco era.
Yeah.
And you can see just how terrible the hair was there.
Disco shirt Kev had two-tone hair.
KVJ TV.
And Caitlin's like a toddler.
Your kids are so little.
Yeah. Oh, Caitlin, yeah. So it was like 25 years ago.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, except
Look
for
at
my
you.
hair.
Your hair looks fine. You look all fresh, doughy-eyed and
Oh,
young.
yeah, that's a young kid. That's a young dude that's just excited about life. Look at his face now.
Boy, I tell you what.
Weathered.
Weather, just beat down.
Choking on water.
Yeah, if I can like go back and have that kind of optimism in my eyes again.
So how long till that picture did you realize, okay, oh wow, this sucks?
It took a little while, but yeah. It took a little while. You're talking, Jaybird, about one of your friends that, in a sense, it's to call him out, but we all already call out people that do not clean up their dog poo, but he wants to really make the find something that's got teeth, and he's wanting to step it up. He thinks that people should get arrested immediately for 3. So he said here, get arrested immediately for 3 months and pay a $5,000 minimum fine for not picking it up.
He thinks that everyone should pick up dog shit, and when you don't, you really are being disrespectful. And what goes on, his neighbor lets their big ass dog go into his yard and just take full on dumps. Right, you know, it's not even as if it's like right by the street. It's in the middle of the front yard, and these are, you know, fucking landmines this dog's leaving, and doesn't clean it up. Even has him on camera, but the way the camera is, he doesn't really have a good shot of his face yet. And he thinks you should, if you get caught not picking up your dog shit, you should get arrested immediately and a $5,000 fine. And if you can't pay that $5,000 fine, you don't get out of jail till you can.
He's in it.
He's in it, and I think he was speaking more on frustration.
Sure.
But it really is a fucked up thing to do if you care about your dog and your neighbors, to let a dog shit everywhere and not pick it up.
It is
totally fucking disrespectful.
But they'll never throw you in jail for that. I mean,
No.
he's so in it that he's lost sight of sanity.
Well, and it kind of led to the conversation, because I think he kind of calmed down and realized that can't happen.
Yeah.
But he did ask, how do you change laws? Can you change laws? Or is that one of those things where people always say, oh, you can change the law if you vote and you do this, but how...
I think it's already a law. He's talking about changing the penalty of the law.
Yeah,
right?
but even if you wanted to change a law or change the penalty, is that process so long and so drawn out to a point where it's not even worth it, and that's why people don't even challenge things?
He's better off taking the whole situation into his own hands and taking the power back. He needs to get a better security camera that catches this guy in the act, freeze frame the picture of it, have flyers printed up, and then put them in all your neighbors' mailboxes, including the guy leaving the dog turds, and say, neighbor, You need to stop this and shame him. Hang up posters of this guy.
There is one video on YouTube where a guy notices his neighbor keeps letting their dog poop and she's not picking it up. So he waits for her. It's like 5:30 in the morning and the dog goes in there off leash, shits in his yard. He's got a bullhorn. Ran, ma'am, please pick up your dog's poop right now. And she's freaking out. She doesn't know what to do. And she goes and picks it up.
Yeah, sometimes you have to just be a vigilante. I'm not going to call the cops about this. I'm going to fix it myself.
I mean, I know there are fines if you don't pick up, but most people don't ever get those fines. That rarely ever happens.
It depends upon the community. Communities that are really serious about it, and you can set whatever the standards are in your little municipality. Sometimes even if you're just in a community, you can establish your own guidelines.
Some of these HOAs are taking DNA
that's what I was
dog.
Say. Yeah, so they'll have the extreme fine, then they'll do the DNA, which links it right back to your dog. If you have a dog within that property, you have to have it registered, and then they'll find it, and you'll get the fine right away. So that, to me, is the best way to do it.
No jail time for you?
No, I mean, because if we start throwing people in jail for that kind of shit,
What are we doing?
We already have overcrowding. I can't even imagine how.
Okay,
there'd be 70% of our population in jail.
Maybe not in jail. Maybe a kennel.
Yeah, there you go.
Bring him to Big Dog Ranch.
They have to dress like a dog for about 6 hours and stay in a kennel.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and then, Mike, this is an interesting thing. If they really start doing that, I do at least a $500 fine, do the DNA, and then register to the dogs. You got to have that.
They got to pay for the DNA testing and the fine.
Yeah, so then Mike's play is they don't have my DNA on file, so then you go and take a big, massive shit in their yard afterwards to really confuse them. Because then they're going to think oh, yeah, I'm going to get this DNA scan. It comes back human. And you're like, oh my gosh, what a twist, huh?
We got a crazy man.
I think if you have a savvy cop, they're going to know it's human.
But what human?
That's good. Okay, you bring up good points.
That's it.
Very, very good points.
That's it?
It's good.
But which one? How will we know?
If you're putting your own feces in your neighbor's lawn, you've lost sight.
Yeah,
it's gotten away from you.
You've kind of lost the plot.
You need to reel it back in, bro.
Well, you're in World War III now. you really are in war.
You can't let them change you on this level. Well, we can't poop in our neighbor's lawn.
Well, think about how let's say you did do that at 5:30 a.m. before you go to work. That alters your entire day.
Oh, on a cold day like this morning, that would have been really difficult.
Because then you start to wonder, an hour and a half later, man, was there a camera there? Did it pick me up?
Does my neighbor across the street have a Ring doorbell?
It starts to alter you're in a war. You're living.
You can't leave Dukes on your neighbor's lawn.
It's got to be a last resort.
Yeah, we never want to rule it out completely, but 99.9% of the time, you should not.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was another theme park death. Kind of crazy that just one after another. This was a 7-year-old woman that was riding the Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Studios.
Oh, I've ridden that ride. It's very good.
I do. I like that ride.
That's one of those ones that's in a giant, building, and you're in a little cart, and it's going around.
Yeah, it's not so much vertigo-y.
No.
It's like a regular roller coaster.
It's not a full-on, upside-down roller coaster.
Right, yeah. They say the Revenge of the Mummy, which opened in 2004, reaches speeds of 40 miles per hour, and it has appeared 20 times in state injury reports, including an incident from 2004 of an accidental death involving a fall from the loading platform. Now, they say this woman became unresponsive and then later died at the hospital after riding the ride.
Was she already in a state where she shouldn't have been riding?
Don't have any details on this one.
That's what I was thinking about. As I was putting my mom on the roller coaster at Dollywood, I'm like, well, this is not smart, but hey, she wants to ride the ride. I'm not going to tell her no.
Yeah.
She wanted to ride these roller coasters so bad. We did tell her no on a few of them, but there was a few that, they said it was like a mid-grade roller coaster, and she really wanted to ride it. I'm like, all right, just so you're aware of the risks, Mom.
If I had any power or control where I could make things happen, the first thing I'm vetoing out of this world is the Gravitron. The devil himself made the Gravitron.
I like the Gravitron.
Good gosh, how can anyone like that fucking madness?
Me and Rocco, we rode it. He rode it for the first time last year at the South Florida Fair. And when we go back this year, that will be one of the first things we ride because now he's like so proud of himself. He can't wait to do the Gravitron again.
I think I rode that back at Station 1 and I'm still slightly nauseous from it.
Yeah.
Do you like the Gravitron? That's kind of fuck you up too.
Kevin would rather get kicked in the balls
Hated that one.
by a donkey.
Anything that spins, I'm not good with.
Well, the other thing too is if somebody does have a bitch ass stomach and throws up, you don't know where that's going.
It's going right back on the wall beside him.
It's going
right.
somewhere, and it's not going to be the person throwing up. It's going to be someone right next to you, and I do not want fair throw up on me.
You got to leave like a buffer seat in between you and anybody who looks nauseous.
If you get thrown up at the fair, you have to leave immediately, right?
Oh, if I get anybody's vomit on me, we're going home.
But if you're at Disney World and get thrown up early in the day, I think you stay.
I don't know, Jay.
You got to buy a shirt.
I would definitely go talk to guest services and be like, bruh, can I get a ticket to come back tomorrow? Because this is gross. I got to go shower.
You sure can. That would be $3,500.
I don't know. I think if you got vomit on you, I could plead the case for you got to give me another ticket to come back tomorrow. I can't walk around the park with vomit in my hair from some rando.
All right.
I would enjoy arguing that one, and I feel like Disney would be cool.
You could have just stopped at, I enjoy arguing.
Yeah, there you go. Love it. Yeah. And then they have some of the rides that they've had reports on, like the Monsters Unchained, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, Yoshi's Adventure. People are barfing on that. So I guess they have to do a full status report whenever you have any kind of incident whatsoever. And it's not just Universal. Disney has theirs with... at Epcot, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, Test Track, The Seas with Nemo and Friends.
Dude, I am such a Soarin' man.
Do they shut down the ride while they do their little whatever? I got to report this.
I don't know. They probably for them. I mean, if you have a death or somebody like that, then they're going to not run anything until they remove that person safely from the grounds the situation.
You don't think that'd freak out the kids if they rode by a corpse?
Dead lady in cart number 4.
You go by, there's her arm. Great. Yeah, I think that might not. Now, I know when I threw up on The Simpsons, I believe it was The Simpsons, and it was the first ride I was.
That one gets you.
It's not even a real ride. It's a movie.
No.
But it shakes you, yeah. I remember that because I went on that one time. This was back in the 90s. I went on the ride. I'm like, I feel great. And I'm like, let's do it again because I was feeling all badass. After the second one, I'm like, boo.
Maybe what?
Got me.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. It wasn't The Simpsons. It was Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. Harry Potter's a ride.
Harry Potter was the first one we ran on, and I just felt like I was.
If you would have thrown up on The Simpsons, that would have been bad.
I did not. It was Harry Potter, but I remember when you're about to throw up, you get that watery feeling in your. And I was trying to hold off and go, just get off of the ride. And the way you pull in, there's a whole line. It looks like a concert of people waiting to ride the ride. And boy, oh boy, I threw up everywhere. And they were code brown. Code orange.
Protein spill.
I don't know.
Did you shit yourself?
No.
Code brown means you had diarrhea.
Code orange.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
This guy did it all. Wow.
If I'm at the theme park and I get somebody else's diarrhea on me,
never suing.
We got a big problem.
Oh, I think if you throw up and have diarrhea, they take your picture and put it on a wall. Beware of this person.
Do not let this motherfucker back in. He's spewing from every hole.
But it was so embarrassing because you're in your worst state as a human. Throwing up, you're so vulnerable.
You are. And you know everybody was laughing.
No, they weren't. My 2 sisters were fucking pissed off at me for the entire day. I had the shakes and the vertigo all day. Like, first fucking ride? We can't keep it together, huh?
All upset your pansy ass.
I did.
You know what you should have got after that? I discovered this for the first time with my mom at Dollywood. You can rent those electric scooters.
Oh, okay. That helps me out greatly now.
So then your bitch ass could have just sat in the scooter the whole time, because there's nothing worse than being at a theme park with somebody who can't ride the rides and you got to sit there with them while they're like, oh, my tummy.
Believe me, I shut the fuck up. I didn't complain about shit. I was scared. I was shaking. I was cold. It was 110 degrees out. I'm freezing. It was horrible. And both my sisters want to kill me. Not the time to get lippy.
I saw, too, that Avatar Fire and Ash is still dominating the box office. It's crazy. They say the sequel's accumulated $353.4 million domestically, $1.23 billion worldwide.
Wow.
It held off that 28 years later, The Bone Temple. I think it's like the fourth week it's been number one.
Yeah, you know, I thought about going back and watching it just to say, maybe I missed something the first time that's magical, but it does nothing. It just does nothing for me. I'm so not interested.
The Bone Temple.
I know, right?
The Bone Temple. Now that part
Sounds so
cool.
dirty.
It does.
It could be fun.
Yeah. And it sounds like the best movie, if you really wanted that, was The Rip that came out on Netflix. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, based out of Hialeah, where some cops there stumbled upon $5 million in drug money. What do you do with it? Somebody texted in, they said in Puerto Rico back in the 90s to the early 2000s, one of the beach towns in the West Coast, the residents found several barrels full of money. Many residents fixed their homes. Others brought new cars. Many grabbed as much money as they could and left the island. Eventually, the rumor spread about the money at the beach and people digging. The police got involved, and apparently whoever owned the money went house to house asking for it, and then they did a killing spree.
What?
The police never did anything except help whoever buried the money to try to get it back and stop the other people from digging.
Oh, my gosh. A killing spree?
Yeah, that's a different level in Puerto Rico.
Oh, Lord. I don't want to be involved in none of that.
No.
Yeah, that's some craziness. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Puerto Rico. My Uber driver on Friday was from the same town as Bad Bunny, and she just kind of gave me a little tutorial on it. But
My
it was,
girlfriends,
fascinating.
Franny, Giselle, they're from there, and their mom is back living there, or their parents are from there. And her mom moved back there when she retired and sold her place in Wellington and lives like a queen.
Okay.
Beautiful, and it's way less expensive than South Florida, and
Yep.
she loves it.
Yeah, she was telling me a couple things that stuck with me. One, she said Airbnbs are taking over, especially ones on the beach. And it sounds a lot like they feel about them the way that people in Spain feel about some of the Airbnbs, because it prices people out and it really kind of flips the economy. People that actually try to live there, it's hard. And then the other thing she was talking about with how they have it set up, you know, being basically a territory of the U.S., with pineapple, for instance. They get it off the island, they put it on a boat, it comes out, and then they send it back in different packaging from the manufacturer, and then they got to pay basically a tax or tariff on it. I was like, well, that's kind of silly. And they're like, yeah, I mean, it really doesn't do us a lot of good to be this, you know, little whatever it is of the United States. It actually costs us money.
I got mixed feelings about the Airbnbs, man.
I do too.
So some I feel kind of comfortable in them, and then there's other ones I don't know. I feel something is off or something's weird, and you don't know who or what's going on. And it's really okay. Let's say you do go to an Airbnb and you and Panda are, you know, doing the nasty.
Because you know vacation sex is the best.
Yeah. And they have video of you. Airbnb's got this whole contract into where it's really hard to get Airbnb in trouble if something weird does get all weird and perverted. They protect themselves quite well.
Well, they don't want to be liable.
Yes.
So they have you sign all kind of stuff that says they're not liable.
So basically, yeah, if you are gonna, you know, start jerking off and, you know, wear a goat mask and that goes on the internet, good luck trying to get it off and sue Airbnb, because it's going to be tough.
Well, the last one that I stayed at was in Fort Lauderdale. We had gone down there with another family, and I kept getting messages from the owner of the house. And I could tell he was basically watching us with cameras.
I don't like
He's
that.
like, oh, I see you have a lot of visitors. You're only supposed to have 6 people. And I was like, dude, we got DoorDash.
Oh.
What the F are you talking about? Like, yeah, we did have more than 6 people.
That's a terrible Airbnb host. That's
Yeah.
not what they're supposed to do.
And it wasn't like we were throwing a rager. We were moms and dads with kids under the age of 15. Like, it was just moms and dads and kids, and we were being chill. It wasn't loud. It wasn't a party by any means.
The husband and wife that ran the alpaca farm, the Airbnb out in Oregon, cool as shit, left you alone. Only thing I didn't like was the fact that it really was in Murderville. It just was in the middle of, I mean, if you would have killed me, you could have killed me 3 times differently and no one would have ever heard.
That is kind of wild.
Then you could have fed me to the cat and it would have loved it.
Those kind of places are so beautiful and peaceful and gorgeous in the daytime.
Yeah.
As soon as the night falls, I want nothing to do with an Airbnb out in the middle of nowhere because that is just murder, murder, murder.
Oh, Kevin, mountains are beautiful until there's an axe in your neck.
I don't like any of that shit. When night falls, I want to be in a hotel, major brand hotel with a 24-hour security and concierge, and I don't want exterior doors on my hotel. It has to be all interior doors.
So I love nature. I really do. I love staying out there. But even for me, it just was so in the middle of
Because
fucking...
you're a city slicker now.
No way. And you even said it last week or the week before where you go, dude, out in the country, just sounds are different.
Yeah,
the sky is just, you're not used to it and you can easily get freaked out by shit.
Yeah, you can. I mean, people are out there. I mean, they like that. They want that, kind of vibe. And then they've got an assload of guns. I think the one thing we were saying is, when you're out there, for the most part, you're your own law enforcement.
Yes, we heard guns out there. And then I heard someone go, why? Please, no. No.
I don't like the idea of staying in an Airbnb if one person is not packing. I think if you're staying in an Airbnb, somebody needs to be packing heat.
I was.
Because in case it goes sideways.
I was packing heat.
Oh, really? What kind of heat were you packing?
My balls.
Hot balls.
Hot, long balls.
Only thing that kept me warm.
I just feel like a lot of these Airbnbs, you're walking into their turf and they have set it up however they want. And you also don't know how many motherfuckers have a key.
Well, the other thing, I just think you have to have guns if you live out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, you should.
What if someone goes out there and wants to fuck you over? You have nothing to protect yourself with.
Yeah.
You've got all your possessions. You've got your livestock,
family.
everything.
I didn't know of anyone that ever lived in the country didn't have an assload of guns everywhere.
What would you say the average would be? Most families would have, at least 3?
I'd say 10.
10?
How many does your dad have?
He's got a lot.
He's got about 17.
Wow.
Well, every time he'd say he didn't have that many guns, but every time he'd show
For
me...
Logan, he doesn't have a lot of guns.
Well,
He's not wrong.
For Lake Park, he does.
It's all perspective.
well, but every time he'd show me, because he showed me a tour, he goes,
Yeah.
I don't got that many guns. And he go, this room I've got 3 guns. This room I got 4. I go, that's 7 already. It's 2 rooms.
Yeah.
And we're not even halfway through the house yet.
Yeah, he's barely strapped in my town. Yeah, most people have their own arsenal.
Does he actively practice shooting? Or
Yes,
is it,
every week. Every week he goes out. He has targets, and of course he has stats and everything else. He does it pretty seriously.
That's fun.
If a bad guy comes around, you want Drew Ralston in the house.
He's ready to take down a bad motherfucker.
Can't wait.
Oh, he cannot wait.
Can't wait. I should give out his address. If you want to end your life, just go break into my dad's house. You guys you'd end your life. He'd be so happy. He's wanting to kill before he dies.
Oh, he is ready.
Everybody would be happy, right? I mean, come on. It'd be a great thing to do.
I feel like there's guns taped underneath the table.
He does. No, he's got like 3 in every room. Like he doesn't go more than 5 steps without a gun he could grab. So he's ready.
Has he always been that way?
No, my mom wouldn't let him have guns for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she against guns?
No, she was against him having guns.
Interesting.
Yeah. She thought he was
And now he does whatever the F he wants.
Yeah. He had to get his medication adjusted and all that kind of stuff. But then she finally got to a place where she's like, all right, let him have his toys.
Did she have a gun herself?
No.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so they did. But they were city folk. They didn't live out in the country. So, yeah, it definitely changes when you get out there. If you don't know, today's National Popcorn Day.
Oh, yes.
Cinemark is going to be allowing $5 container fills.
Oh, you can bring any container?
Yeah, including Lowe's 5-gallon buckets.
That's amazing.
Regal is going to provide a free large popcorn for costume-wearing customers.
Ooh.
So you could go as an avatar, see that movie. You could also go to AMC. They announced that they were going to be offering unlimited refills on any purchase size.
I've been really craving movie theater popcorn for a while. I've got a mixed relationship with.
You love the hot butter.
I do, but when we did that popcorn stunt, we were in the movie theater, and I couldn't get out of this big old popcorn sarcophagus until I ate all the popcorn. And I remember the first night, people could walk up, take a picture, or just say hello. And I'll never forget his face. He had the wettest lips, and he wouldn't leave. And I'm stuck in this I can't go anywhere. I'm constricted by popcorn, and he's asking me all these bizarre questions. And when someone just gives you an odd feeling in your gut?
Yes.
And he's asking me questions, and then he starts to grab some of my popcorn and eats it.
He eats your popcorn?
He had about 4 or 5 kernels, and I remember one of the kernels hit his wet lip and fell back into the popcorn box.
What?
And I didn't know which one it was. I, without a doubt, ate his saliva popcorn. It was awful, but I will never forget that fucking guy's face.
The balls.
Yeah, and I had nowhere to go.
Where was your handler?
I didn't have a fucking handler.
I was on a shift. Who was supposed to be on shift then?
When you were on shift, that's when the ambulance showed up, and I end up in the hospital because you were watching, I think, Click.
I was.
Did you enjoy it?
I didn't get to see the end because I had to go to the hospital.
Fucking bird,
I was so fucking annoyed.
All I remember was them taking me out on a gurney, and there's this little kid, this little girl crying, "What's happening to Jay-Bird?"
Traumatizing the children everywhere we go.
I think Virginia's still at that point. Hold on, I want to Click.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta see how this ends. Oh, damn it. All right, I guess I gotta go downstairs with the ambulance and the EMT.
Oh, it was so dramatic.
So dramatic. He's on a stretcher.
Dude, I was in the hospital for 3 days. It was a reason. I wasn't being a drama queen. I was fucked up.
I'm messing with you.
All right, we'll take your wet ass lips out there to the theater today and get some popcorn. Enjoy it. Yeah.
If you ever saw that guy again, would you recognize him?
1,000%.
Interesting.
Just look for the wet lips. All right, y'all. Enjoy your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.